Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2 of my trading automation series where I show you how you can use bracket orders in your trading business so you can buy exactly the amount of shares you can afford without losing more money than you can afford, remove emotions out of your trade drastically, put stop losses, your actual order, and profit targets all with just one click of a button. Not to mention, this is also great for people who work full-time jobs and can keep an eye on their trades all the time. So this has revolutionized my trading, so I'm making videos to help as many people as I can. So let's get started. And guys, sorry my webcam is off today because I didn't do my makeup. So the other day I alerted in my chat room, trade on Neo short right here, and I said it's going to go down, but unfortunately this is what happened in future or after the stock did break down, but clearly a reverse, and then it went up. Needless to say, it was a loss. So in this video, I'm actually going to do a live trade analysis of that trade, how I took it and how I took the loss, how to control your emotions when you're wrong, benefits of using bracket order system, which is a trade automation system that I talk about all the time, which is revolutionized my trading again, I tell you, and the importance of cutting losses quickly to be profitable. It is ironic that you want to cut losses so that you can be profitable. It's so important. Without it, you're nothing. You're nothing as a trader. We as a trader are just risk managers. All right. So let's get started. Now, before I get started with the live trade video on it, let me just do a real quick analysis on the trade, why I thought this was going to break and then continue down. And the reason why was because notice here, the first thing is that it has a triple top, I mean, where it has a clear resistance, okay, and the stock has rejected 3 times and now has formed this candle, which is a hammer candle, which is a very bearish candle, and then at the same time in the smaller time frame it is making this trend break. Okay, so the 15-minute looks amazing. The overall daily chart is messed up completely. The market has been just selling off. So I think it's a great setup, and that is why I alerted it, and that is why I took it. But only if the trend breaks. All right. So now that we understand this setup, let's look at it exactly what happened. So here it is. The first thing I do always is that I always make sure that I first look at where's my risk. If I enter here, I'm actually looking and trying to get my orders ready. If I enter here, my risk will be around this area. So if I calculate it, it's 20 cents. Okay, so 20 cents. So right now I'm risking $220. So I already have my bracket order set up. So if I select 20 cents, let me go back here and I'll show you right here. So I'm going to go back and then notice here what I'm doing. Notice here, I'm actually calculating and 20 cents. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click. I already have my templates ready. It's 20 cents. I'm checking and I already have so I go here, I right click and then I hit 20 cents. Okay. As soon as I do that, it already knows how many shares I should buy, which is 1100 shares. So if I'm wrong 20 cents, I'm going to lose $220. So I already know, I'm already prepared. The reason why this is so important is because since I already know the amount, I didn't just select that amount overnight. I already knew before. I'm emotionally completely okay. If I'm wrong, I know I'm going to lose $220. So I'm already prepared. So if it does happen, I am not caught like a deer in the headlights. Oh my God, I just got ripped. I hate it when people talk about this. Well, I've been there, so I'm not going to blame other people. But newbies, when they say, oh my God, I just got hammered. I just took a huge loss. I just took a rip. Like, what does that even mean? If you're taking rips, you have no idea what you're doing. Okay. And it's totally okay. And that is why I'm making this video, right? I was there at that time and I had no idea. But if you are talking and stuff, if you find yourself talking like, oh my God, I just took a huge rip, it means that you had no idea how much you were willing to lose. Okay. So that being said, let me just go back. I was just ranting here. So I already entered and notice here, as soon as this, I'm reversed here. Okay. I just rewinded. So as soon as the trend broke, I'm ready with my orders. As soon as the trend breaks, I am ready to trigger. Okay. I'm moving, I'm making sure once it breaks and then closes below the trend, I'm going to enter because I know the trend has confirmed a break. So now it does, see it broke and then now I hit it. So now I know if the stock, I want it to continue down, okay, I want to continue down. And if the stock does come back and it just reverses, it's clearly not a trend break anymore. So I should cut my losses. Okay. So that is why my stops is right above. Also notice here with this pre-market level, which I've drawn, so my stop is above it. So if it maybe it could come up, hit the pre-market level, and then come down, is possible. That is why I'm giving some room to my trade. Okay. So that being said, I actually remembered this part too. At that time, when I was trading, when I was actually, I was setting up my limit targets further away. I'm like, I'm gonna make money. I'm already counting money. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make $400 to $500 on this. I'm setting up my order right below this support level. You see the support level, so that's why my orders are right here. If it comes back down to support, triggers me, goes up, and maybe continues down and hits me further. Okay, so I'm already making thinking how much money I'm gonna make, and it's gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna be done. Just 10 minutes and just done for the day. And guess what? It doesn't do what I said I thought it was gonna do. And let's just fast forward. This is what happened. The stock actually came back up. The stock did not really break. And fast forward. Now at this time, I already know if I'm wrong. What it's possible that the stock comes back up, resistance, and then breaks. Okay, it's possible. So I'm not gonna remove my stops. If it does break, I'm gonna take a loss. But clearly, right now, look at the 5-minute chart. It's still looking really, really good. Even though that did not really break properly, it's possible that it will break and then it will continue. Okay, so it's possible. So I'm not gonna just cut my losses right now. It's possible. Now, what you can also do is just reduce half of a position. Maybe just take out half shares. Just because it did not do exactly what you thought you do. But what I'm trying to do right now is that I'm just going to let it go, let the trade work out itself. I just did my analysis. The trade still looks good because on the 15-minute chart, it still has a really nice hammer candle. It's still below resistance right here. So I'm going to wait and I'm going to watch, but I'm not going to touch. Most of the time, I just walk away from it and let the trade work itself out. So fast forward right here. This is what happens. So notice here, actually did break. And now I'm in the driver's seat. I'm like, I'm gonna make money, and then it just completely turns around and then boom, goes the other way. Now, and it stops me out, okay? But here's the important lesson: the importance of cutting losses quickly. Now, especially if you are a trader who have been very experienced, like me, I've been trading for about 5 years, so I understand what's going on. I can see the setups really, really well. It becomes even more important to cut your losses as soon as possible when you notice you were wrong, or stick to your stop losses. The reason why is because I know this is a very, very solid trade. And the fact that it's very solid trade, all the big traders with big money are going to short here, okay? But when it does go against, they are going to cover and they're going to buy. It's going to cause a huge squeeze. And look, exactly that's what happened right here. It's caused a huge squeeze. Let me just forward real quick here and look what happened. Look, the stock just completely went nuts after. Right here, as soon as I got stopped out, right? As soon as I got a look, it never gave me. Now, if I did not have a hard stop right here, and I would have been like, you know what, let me just wait for it. What if it comes back down? I'm gonna cover, and then it doesn't. And now instead of 220, which was exactly my risk was, and exactly how much I lost, it doesn't even phase me, right? I can just switchly go to a different trade because it didn't work out. I stick to my plan and now move to one and now just make money in another trade and still end up green on the day. However, if I had not cut, my loss would have been 300 here, then 400 here, then 500 here, and eventually actually went up way longer. Could have been $1,000 loss instead of just 220. Okay, or I don't even know like how much it could have kept going, and then you have be stuck in it, and then this is not going to work. This strategy is not scalable. What I mean by that is, let's say that if you're just trading 100 shares, 200 shares, who cares if it goes up 20 cents more, right? Or 30 cents more. But if you're trading 1,000 shares, 2,000, 3,000, now you're talking in hundreds of thousands of dollars, because 20 cents go up, you're down 200 with just 1,000 shares. If 3,000 shares, you're gonna be down 600 just because you just thought that, oh my god, it might come down, and you just gave it a few more seconds, and now you are down way more. So when you scale up, it's extremely important to be even more and more religious about this. All right, guys, so that is why it's very, very important to cut your losses. And also that is why I've put this stop orders and bracket orders so I don't have to make decisions, especially when my hard-earned money is on the line. I don't want to be there to make decisions because I know I'm going to be emotional and not going to be able to cut my loss right away within split seconds, especially when I'm seeing I'm losing money, right? So that's very, very important. That's why it's so important to cut your loss. That's why it's also very important to automate your system so that you remove your decision making as much as possible and only make decisions where it's absolutely needed, which means the place where you actually want to take a trade, so that you make your own decision, but rest let it the system do its job. All right, guys. So hope you guys learned something. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye.